It's Friday, November 27, and this is your Barbados Today Evening News Update. A 50-year-old man suffered several gunshot wounds following a shooting incident along Silver Hill Road, Christchurch around 3:20 p.m. According to lawmen, the man was shot several times, mainly to his stomach. He was taken to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital via ambulance. Police are continuing investigations. Chief Justice Patterson Cheltenham issues a stern warning to the island's newest lawyers to exercise integrity as they manage their clients' funds. He issued a charge as 34 lawyers were called to the bar today. Attorney General Dale Marshall is in full support of the call, insisting there must be zero tolerance to wrongdoing by the legal fraternity.
It is very, very disappointing to me that we've had a situation where over the last 12 months or so, several lawyers have been brought before the court, but the fact of the matter is, it is exactly that kind of spotlight that helps to underscore for new entries to the bar that there are consequences to dealing with clients' funds in a way that was not intended, and also to existing to practitioners.
He also told Barbados Today that changes are coming to the Legal Professions Act.
The Chief Justice has opened up discussions with me about bringing some much needed amendments to the Legal Professions Act so that we could more swiftly and more effectively deal with lawyers who run afoul of the Code of Conduct, and in particular those who use their clients' monies. And I expect that we will be giving some priority to making the necessary amendments to the Legal Professions Act, which, the truth be told, is in serious need of being modernized and being made more responsive to the needs not just of the lawyers, but to the needs of the clients and the communities that they serve.
Government is set to begin a conversation with key stakeholders in the education sector on a possible full return to classrooms. Word of this from Prime Minister Mia Mottley at today's presentation of this year's leadership badges to the island students at the Wilde Gymnasium.
And I ask myself, how do these young kids feel having to have had their life disrupted? Many of you have already spoken to me and to the Minister of Education about your strong desire to get back to school. And we hear you. And we're going to start the conversations to see how best we can get you back into that regular place. Because school is not only about what you learn in textbooks or on the screens. School is also about your ability to learn, to mix with, play with, and be together with all of your friends, the ones who are older, the ones who are younger. And we get it. And we want you to get back there as soon as possible. It is possible that we may have to put on some additional classes to make up the deficit, and we may have to do that through 2021 as soon as it is safe and possible to do so.
Education Minister Cynthia Bradshaw said the time has also come for students to share their grievances and ideas on how to improve the education system.
But I also want to start a conversation with you shortly and across Barbados with our students about the type of education system that you also want to see for the future. I want to hear about the concerns that many of you have, because as head boys and head girls, I'm sure that you are interacting with other students who have concerns about education, concerns about the online environment, the blended approach, all of those things. And it is important that you have a say, just like your parents have a say in various forums, just like your teachers will have a say, just like our principals have a say, and just as the general public has a say. I believe that we cannot change the way in which we teach and learn unless we also hear from you, the students as well, upon whom this educational system will impact.
A new drive is on to get residents to support more local businesses in the micro, small and medium-sized enterprises sector. On Friday, officials of the Ministry of Energy, Small Business and Entrepreneurship, in association with the Department of Commerce and Consumer Affairs, launched the Bajan Christmas Marketplace. The initiative will take place over the next 3 Fridays leading up to Christmas. Today's pop-up market featured just under 30 small businesses on the grounds of the Warren's office complex. Minister Carrie Simmons says the sector needs a chance to grow.
There has been a jaw-dropping amount of hardship and financial insecurity and pain in the small and micro business community in Barbados. And it is because of our consciousness about that painful past 9 months and the fact that these folks are genuinely not experiencing any land of plenty and there's been no turning of the corner for them, that we felt it was absolutely necessary to mount a program such as this, which brings the small and micro people into a defined space where the Barbadian public can interact with them in a commercial way, and to give those folks an opportunity to make sales, which enable them to keep their businesses afloat, keep their families and their employees fed, and equally on the other side, allows Barbadians to keep Barbadians employed and to give Barbadians the opportunity to help the country save a little bit of foreign exchange wherever it is possible.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
To regional news in Grenada, the search is on for a new political leader for the National Democratic Congress following the resignation of Frances Alexis Bernardine. Bernardine said on Thursday she was forced to step down to safeguard her health.
It is with regret that I have taken the decision to step out of the politics for medical reasons. My doctors have indicated that the stress levels are too high and I run the risk of shortening my life. So I have come out. The stress is having a very negative impact on my health and has created a number of factors that will disappear if the stress factor is reduced. So I have little choice. For medical reasons, I must resign from both positions.
On the international front, an Iranian scientist long suspected by the West of masterminding a secret nuclear bomb program was killed in an ambush near Tehran on Friday that could provoke confrontation between Iran and its foes. We get the details from Reuters television.
Iran blamed U.S. ally Israel for the assassination of Mohsen Farizadeh, with the implication that the killing would have the blessing of Trump, and vowed to retaliate. Farizadeh died of injuries in the hospital after armed assassins fired on his car, Iranian state media reported. There was no immediate claim of responsibility for the attack. The Pentagon, State Department, CIA, and the White House all declined to comment, although Trump retweeted reports of his death. U.S. President-elect Joe Biden's team also declined to comment. Farizadeh has been described by Western and Israeli intelligence services for years as the leader of a covert atomic bomb program halted in 2003, which Israel and the U.S. accused Tehran of trying to restore in secret. Iran has long denied seeking to weaponize nuclear energy.
That's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Izumi Media and bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM and Capital Media HD 99.3 FM.